it's Christina Marassi, and we are back on the Genius Train. So yesterday we brought in a very important topic. Oh, it's such a doozy. And thank you to everyone who left some comments on the blog. And this topic is about money. Because not only is my vision that we are all living in our zones of genius, but we are also being paid handsomely for it. And this is a big endeavor. In fact, at some point, I think I'm going to need to do a whole other 30 days around this. But for now, we're just going to begin to layering some of these pieces of how can we bring money and genius together and turn our genius into gold. So, what I'm going to introduce today is something that I think is very important on this process, and it's called the yes breath. Because very often when we're dealing and thinking about money, there's stress involved, and so we're kind of saying no. And so it's important to really find our flow, to find out where we can say yes to our lives so that we can actually call in the money and abundance that we are worth. So this is what I'm going to introduce you today. Originally, I heard about this from Elena Shaw of Turning the Wheel. It's an intergenerational dance theater based out of Boulder, Colorado. However, she actually originally got it from the Hendrix. It's amazing. All things lead back to Gay and Katie Hendrix. So I've been using this for about 5 years, and I kid you not, it is life-altering. It's amazing, and it really ties in well with the energy work that I do, because you remember, energy in its natural state flows. It's only when the energy becomes stagnant or blocked that disease can set in. So if we are naturally flowing, if we are naturally saying yes, it's actually healthy. So I want to introduce this into the topic because I know money can get a little stressful. I mean, it's amazing what happens around this topic in our culture. And even this morning, I was having my own stress around money, and I was like, oh boy. Keep the yes breath going. So I wanted to share that with you today. So I'm going to back up and demonstrate that for you, but let me explain a little bit behind it. Basically, when we are saying yes to life, we are ever expanding. And you know, our genius is ever expanding as well, right? So we need to be saying yes to our genius, we need to be saying yes to life as it is, and yes to money as well. And it's when we tense up, it's kind of like a no, right? I mean, do you feel anything flowing in this place? Not so much. So we need to learn how to say yes and allow the flow, and to use our bodies to do that is a very cool exercise. So I'm going to back up and show you what it looks like. Basically, it's about a fluid motion in the spine, and you can do it all sorts of different ways, and this is my way, and I'll demo that for you. I'm just going to take the camera and tilt it down a little bit so you can see, and I'm going to back up. Okay. So, you're looking for a fluid motion up the spine, if you can see that. It's kind of originating from my legs and my hips, and you can see that's like, it's very fluid, right? Energy is flowing. I'm saying yes. Now, if I start to get stressed about anything, all of a sudden I'm going to go, no, can you see that? Can you see how different it is? And we're doing this all the time. It's kind of amazing. So anyways, then I'll gently bring the yes breath back in. So I'm going to invite you to do this with me as I tilt the camera back up. So I'm going to ask you to get out of your chairs, find your feet, and find your own yes breath. Now yours might be side to side or swirling in a circle, and all it is about keeping things moving and holding that inquiry, the wonder and the willingness of yes. I mean, doesn't that feel good? Anything that's going on in our life, if we can approach it this way, it will change. I kid you not. My husband and I, when we have arguments, we attempt to remember to get into our yes breath, and everything changes. It all comes down to energy in the end. Is it flowing or is it not? So you can try this out. You can try this out as you're sitting at your computer, although right now hopefully you're up. And just try a little subtle yes breath, or when you're driving in your car, a little subtle yes breath. Standing in line at the bank, keep it going. And really just see, like, remember, we're finding our bodies. Remember, there's genius in the body. We're remembering to keep things moving, and it really is pretty life-altering. So I want you to check that out. see how you can bring the yes breath into your life, and I would love to hear from you. And I also want to remind you that those special offer on the 1-hour sessions is still available until the end of this week. So it's a 1-hour session for only $100, normally $250 value. And really, I invite you to say yes to expanding into getting some support around your genius, because there's something to that. There's something for reaching out for support. And I know I've had a lot of experiences around that. And if I were feeling stressed about money, I know that's a tricky thing, and we do need to keep expanding. So you'll know if that's right for you or not. That offer is there for you on my website under the Genius Support tab. You can check it out. And until tomorrow, keep saying yes to everything, and we will keep unfolding into this juicy topic. So all aboard in the Genius Train. Woo! Woo! Take care.